Huh? What do you think of that there? We got us a theme song now. We rocking and rolling on Wrestleroni. Big props to Lo-Fi Ghost Guy. Follow him on Twitter, man. He does shit like this, and it's amazing, correct? Just listen, just listen. Damn! Damn, got me hyped. Let's do this. Wrestleroni, episode 3. We're gonna get a little experimental. We're gonna figure out what this show is, and we're gonna switch it up a bit. Hey, big things popping. We got guests lined up. We got some local talent from West Virginia about to come on the show. I need somebody to talk to on this show. It's hard just talking. That's what I'm doing, right? So let's talk about I got some stories to tell. Okay, this is being recorded on the day of Fighter Fest. AEW just went off 39 minutes ago. Okay, let me tell you, I was so excited. I'm an AEW dork. The lineup was so good, especially Mox and Roosh, because I've been following Roosh for a while, big fan, and of course Mox is Mox. I'm super excited. All right, what's the timeline on these events? About 7:40, I go to get cigarettes at the go get cigarettes before wrestling starts. The wife says, "Nah, we need some ham, okay, some ham." She's gonna make these croissants. So I can't go to the gas station on foot. I don't drive, on foot. Can't go to the gas station get cigarettes. I gotta walk the other way, a little further, to Family Dollar. But I can do that in a 20-minute time frame if I move my fat ass and get in gear. I knew I could do it. I've done stupid shit. I wasn't very happy about it, but do what you gotta do. That's what the wife's making for dinner. A little late to make dinner, right? Whatever. I take off to go get this ham and cigarettes. That's my mission, ham and cigarettes. And I tell you what, since I had to walk down there and get it, I got myself a rice pudding and didn't tell her. I ate that bitch real quick. Anyway, wrestling's coming on. I'm excited. I start walking down the hill, and a nice older lady stops me. I got the coolest neighbors in the world. I'm in an awesome neighborhood. "Would you like some cucumbers, honey?" I'm like, "Shit, I ain't gonna refuse them." I didn't say shit, but I said I ain't gonna refuse them. "I'll gather you some cucumbers, and I will give them to you when you come back from the store." "Awesome, thank you." Okay, 5 minutes talking to her for a second. The next house, I know the guy. And "How you been doing, Dave?" "Oh, my bad." He told me about his doctor and stuff, and it was a long conversation. And I gave him some advice what to do with his insurance company and stuff. That took me about 7 minutes, okay? We're counting down. We're about 12 minutes out from a show I'm super excited for, but I can still do it. I went like a mofo through Family Dollar. I was darting through them aisles. I got my ham, got my rice pudding, got my cigarettes. In and out within about 3 minutes. I looked at the receipt to check the time. I'm like focused. I want to watch Dynamite. I think it said 52 or something. Hey, I got it in my pocket here. Hey. Anyway, I had probably about 8 minutes left. I come back up. The old man stops me again, wants to talk to me more, and oh man, that took about 5 minutes. Like Dynamite starting in like 2 minutes at this point. But I was friendly. We joked around about a person we knew. So that was a good conversation. He wasn't bitching about his back anymore, so that's cool. So now the old lady's waiting for me with the bag of vegetables the whole time this dude's holding me up. It was probably about 10 minutes. So you got to be friendly to the old lady that's giving you free vegetables, cucumbers, 2 bags of cucumbers. She gave me 1 bag. She said, "If you see anybody when you're walking home, then give them some cucumbers." Cool. So I talked to her about 5 minutes, thanked her, see about my family, her family, all that good stuff. Okay, I'm marching up a hill. I got to go up a hill, too. My fat ass got to go up a hill. Up the hill. We're about 5 minutes deep into Dynamite at this time. Damn, I hope it's not Mox and Roosh starting out the show. They wouldn't do that. All right. See somebody? "Hey, you want some cucumbers?" "Yeah, thanks, man." That only took a minute. That was cool. They was in and out with cucumbers. Got rid of half of the cucumbers. Get in the house. "Wife, thanks a lot. I'm missing Dynamite." Boom. Turn on Dynamite. Oh shit, Mox is bleeding. Roosh is fighting Mox. It's going down. Oh man, and it was going down. About 5 minutes in, my wife comes in. She said, "Guess who just got a hold of me?" I'm like, "Who?" I'm watching wrestling, man. I've been waiting on this match. Who? Your old friend Rich wants to talk to you. This dude was my homie. I hadn't talked to him in years. No hard feelings or anything. We just fell out of touch. I don't talk to nobody. I don't know. Anyway, he's going to call you back. I'm like, oh, I really want to see Dynamite. So many good matches. Danielson and Garcia. You know the lineup. You watched it. And if you didn't, it was a hell of a lineup. Stack card, Fighter Fest.
Fight for the Fallen.
He calls. I'm like, fuck. Went in the living room so I could hear him away from the TV. And ended up talking to him for an hour. Catching up for an hour. So, about half hour in, I said, man, you know, some things are more important than wrestling. I love wrestling, and I make it a point to watch Raw this time. Not always. Pay-per-views this time. I'm watching my wrestling. I like my wrestling. That's what I watch. But some things are more important. Friendly neighbors giving you cucumbers, joking with an 82-year-old man that has some back pain, if I can make him laugh for a minute, and most importantly, catching up with an old brother of mine. I worked with him for years. When we did Spooky Lou, he was always in the videos, and he calls me and lets me know he's starting up a YouTube channel, and I really think he can succeed. When I get more information, I think I talked him into starting on it, and I'll be happy to share that, because Rich got a personality. Y'all gonna love Rich. You watch his stuff, so I'm looking forward to that. So I talked to him for an hour, and like I say, that was the right thing to do. I'm glad I did it. I turned it on. Oh shit, I forget even. I caught the last hour. I caught the awesome Thunder Rosa match. I caught the Bryan Danielson. My bad. And Daniel Garcia killed it. I knew it would be good. I'm so glad I caught that. So the point of the tale is, like I said, I thought about it. I said, well, that's something to talk about. You know, wrestling, I love my wrestling. But all those things that happened that made me miss Dynamite, still haven't watched it. Really wanted to watch it. But catching up with an old friend, talking to your neighbors, that's what it's all about. So glad that happened. That was something. Take from it what you want. I thought I would share. What do you think about wrestling lately? Pretty crazy, huh? Vinnie Mac gone. WWE. We all know it. We're all waiting. Oh my goodness, aren't you excited? Let's do SummerSlam. I say let's kick it off at SummerSlam. Let's just shake it on Triple H, huh? Dude's always been my dude. Since he turned heel and cut that promo with JR, I was on the bandwagon, man. Oh, and look what he's done. NXT was amazing. Don't get me started. Happy. Now, what do you do about Vince, huh? And we also got Flair's last match coming up. The two very controversial figures lately. But, man, I'm looking forward to Ric Flair, ain't you? If you've watched the docuseries, they've built up his last match. I've paid for it on Fight. I'm ready to go, man. Oh, my goodness. And again, with Vince, another controversial figure, man. He retired. We never thought we'd see the day. Oh, but these accusations. Oh, man, we can't. People still chant, thank you, Vince. I don't know what to do. I'm very conflicted. Like everybody has said, that dude made our childhood, created our love for wrestling. There's no denying it. But he was not a nice gentleman. Now, was he? What can you do? Talking about gentlemen and treating people fair and kindly. A friend of mine wanted me to share a tale with you guys, so let's go ahead and bust that out while I'm thinking of it here. About a month ago, there was a pay-per-view on Fight from a federation in Chicago, local fed. Runs pay-per-views about bi-monthly. Very solid pay-per-views. Been running forever in the Chicago area. He said he wanted me to name the name. Let's do it. Let's tell the tale. It's nothing even big, but it's funny. So, pay-per-view is pretty good. And my friend is like me on Twitter. You watch an awesome match and you want to tell the world. You use the hashtag. You tag the organization, let them know they did a good job. And the wrestlers, you know. So, one of the wrestlers noticed one of the tweets and about his match. And within an hour of my buddy tweeting that, the dude DM'd him and was like, let me Let me get your fight password. Let me get your fight info. I think that's what it said. He showed me the screenshots. It wasn't anything polite. Hello, how are you? Immediately, let me get your fight info. If you don't know his login information for Fight TV, so he could watch the match, I'm sure. And the pay-per-views are like $15, man. Like, I understand, but or don't come at a fan that way is what I'm saying, man. Somebody was cool enough to support your organization and even give props on your match, get your name out there, and you're gonna say, let me get let me get your fight log in. It's crazy to me. I would, I don't know. Is it crazy to you? Let me know. Leave me a comment. Is this a bigger deal that I'm making it? Yeah. So he wanted me to tell the name and everything. It's a prominent wrestler for a prominent independent organization in the Chicago area. That's what I'm leaving it at. I like to give you guys clues. I'll give you another clue. He was on AEW Dark recently. Let me get your fight log in. Very upfront. On Twitter, I love Twitter myself. I've had many positive interactions with professional wrestlers and promoters and such, and I see the positive side of Twitter all the time. But my buddy, man, he gets people coming after him. Them scammers come after him. Last night, he says some girl sent him a nudie picture and then asked him for a favor. She said, "Now, can you do me a favor?" Come on now. I'm about every day I'm getting some new random Jessica 0456 follow, whatever, up my number for a little bit, make it look like I got some followers. Wrestleroni, I said we was going to get experimental. I'm just doing this off the fly. What do you want to talk about? SummerSlam's coming up. Big weekend. I can't wait for this weekend. We might have to do a podcast this weekend because, dude, Flair's last match, the GCW show, the New Japan show. I bought the Black Label Pro show. Oh my God, Monsters Ball and freaking Eric Young and Big Damo and dude, that card is nuts. Black Label Pro always pulls it out on the WrestleMania and SummerSlam weekends when they all get together. You got the roast, you got panels, dude. I don't know, man. I think I'm going to be hiding out watching a lot of wrestling this weekend. I want to hear from y'all. I want to hear what we're going to talk about, what we're going to do very soon. Like I say, I got it lined up. I promise. I promise y'all. I know these people, and I know they're going to do it. We got Billy Knox coming on. Look him up on Twitter. Look him up. Independent wrestler out of West Virginia. Just starting out. I know the guy real well. I know he's going to kill it. So let's talk to him before he blows up, and we can say we talked to him before he blows up, right? We got a promoter that says he's coming on. One I'm excited about, an old friend of mine, Owen Neal, coming on. You might know him as Cartoon Curious. He got a bunch of podcasts and dudes all over the place. That one I'm going to call the Lapsed Wrestling Fan episode because I'm kind of getting him back into wrestling, showing him a few matches and talking wrestling with him. He hasn't watched wrestling in years, but dude was really into it. He sent me Ring of Honor DVDs. Freaking, there was Jersey All Pro in there. Like, he used to be into it. Hasn't watched in years. So we're going to get him back into it. But we're going to ask him, well, why did you leave? Why did you lose your interest? We're trying to hit all angles on Wrestleroni. Let's look at wrestling from all angles. Let's talk about something different, too. What, you want to talk about a horror movie with a wrestler? You want me to get TJ Phillips on here and talk horror movies? Are you serious? I'll do it. I bet I will. You'll see. So we got people lined up. And like I say, if I got somebody to bounce off of and talk to, I think this will be a good old time. Look, we went through 14 minutes. We did it. I try to aim for 15 minutes, and once we get rolling, shoot, man, we're going to go half hour. We're going to talk about some shit. So, I don't know. I hope the stories made sense to you. That's what I got to talk about today. You're looking good, as always. I'm glad you popped in. Looking forward to, we found out a lot. We got guests coming on. We got a new gaming YouTube channel to look forward to. Shoot, Project Top TV, they're going to have a wrestle-thon, I think, on August 6th. Wrestling all day, okay? I saw where they've already got some of the videos uploaded. Look them up, Project Top TV. Check me out on YouTube, Carpenter Barker International Release Group. bunch of wrestling matches, random horror movies, just stupid shit. And that's where you're watching this, more than likely, unless you're on one of the podcast platforms. I appreciate you. Thank you for tuning in. Like I say, if you're watching a video version, it's about to get a little crazy right now. You'll see. And if you're listening, I appreciate you listening. We're working on things. I turned off the air conditioner. I'm burning up. It's still hot. I did it for y'all. I appreciate you tuning in. It's Spooky Lou Carpenbarker. We're going to talk at you next time.
Garage.
Jesus.
Yes.
Janela just passed him by.
I hope he drew some blood.
Sent him careening into that garage door.
Yes. We got blood or no? I think he might have got the hand up a little.
Fight for the fallen.